Hi, my name's Tracy from our Smallholding adventure, and I'm about to show you what I've done with some leftover stock from cooking a gammon yesterday. You'll need some leeks, potatoes and cheese to turn this into a lovely soup. Here we go. We had one bendy leek in the pantry, so we took that, trimmed it all up, taking off the outer edges so that it was nice and fresh, and diced it up into approximately 1 centimetre circles there. Throwing away any bits that are woody or too old to make the grade. Give it a nice wash off, clean out any dirt that might be in between the skin. I also added an onion, even though I didn't say you'll need an onion at the beginning of the video, just to pad this out a bit and give it a bit more of an oniony flavour. I generally add onions into everything. This one took a bit more peeling than usual for some reason, probably because I was recording. So peel and chop 1 onion. I think I had an extra half an onion in at some point as well, just because I found it whilst I was busy making this. Yes, I know my chopping skills leave something to be desired. So add the leeks and the onion into the pan. In the pan I've got some hot oil, so just some sunflower oil that's been heating up over a low heat. Give that a bit of a stir, and then I added in 2 garlic cloves. So just peeled those and gave them a bit of a chop. Doesn't really matter because it's all getting blended anyway, so don't worry, you could peel them and chop them or crush them, whatever's easiest for you. How I don't lose finger ends, I'm not sure. So once you've done that, add those into the pan whilst that's been cooking away, whilst you've been chopping your garlic up. Throw it all in, give it a good stir around just so the heat can get through to everything. I see the leeks taking on a nice green colour there. And then I've started in the meantime, while that's cooking away, peeling and chopping. I think I used 3 potatoes here, so quite big potatoes. They're getting a bit soft, a bit bendy. So I've took off quite a bit of the skin, which you probably don't need to, but I was just in a rush, so did what needs must. Chop those up just into pieces, sizes that you would normally for boiling in a pan. And then get those added into the pan that's cooking away on the hob there. It's really difficult to film and move the potatoes off the board at the same time. Who would figure that? And then something I always like to add in when I'm doing leeks, potatoes, that kind of thing, is white pepper in soup. Really brings out a nice flavour there. So just plenty of white pepper. It is quite spicy, so if you're not used to it, maybe just start off with a little bit. Give that a good stir. And then I've got to get my ham water that's left from the gammon joint that I cooked off. It looks very unappetising when it's left over in the bowl, so I've just sieved that to get rid of any bits that were left, and then added it to what's in cooking at the moment. Leave that away to cook for say 20 minutes until the potatoes are done, and take a chunk of cheese, whatever you can spare, but as much as possible. This is just plain cheddar. Give it a grate, and then when that's cooked up, just test the potatoes to make sure that they are cooked. Just push them against the side of the pan like I'm doing here, or put a fork in them, whatever's easiest. I was too lazy to go and get a fork. And you'll see they're starting to break up, so they're cooked quite nicely. So stir it back in, take it off the heat, and I just used a hand blender to liquidise this. I find that a lot easier than trying to put it into a container and blend in a container. And then once it's cooled slightly, or even straight away, to be honest, you can add in your cheese. Very last minute before serving, give it a stir around so that melts in, and then that's the end result. We've had the soup, which has got a bit of a ham flavour to it from the stock, and the potatoes, the onions, the cheese. Really, really nice. So we've had that for the last couple of days now, so I did make that a couple of days ago. and it's absolutely gorgeous, the soup. So it keeps well in the fridge, also freezes really well, even though there's potatoes in it. Sometimes potatoes don't freeze too well. So yeah, highly recommended. Get that made for a nice warming soup on cold days, or just when you need a bit of a hug from inside. And then yeah, freezes well, keeps well, gets our vote. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please can you like and subscribe. This is a brand new channel for us, which is why it's very obvious that we're beginners at this. But we enjoy doing it. We enjoy cooking. We live on a small holding. We'd like to bring you some of the fun that we're having, trials and tribulations as well. So please give us a like, give us a subscribe. We'd very much appreciate it. Thank you.